Welcome to Art of the Unquiet Grave. I'm Ash, and today I have another Halloween haul for you. So I decided I was going to go run out and get, well, you'll see, I'll tell you what it was, but there was an item that I kind of passed up the other day, and then I regretted it all night, and I kept thinking that I was going to go back for it the next day. And I was only intending on getting the one item, but I'm sure I'm not the only person who's ever done this. I came away with a few more items as well. So the haul I have for you today is from Marshall's, HomeGoods, and Gabriel's, or now Gabe's. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of run through what we got at HomeGoods first, and then I'll work my way to the item that I originally went there for, so I'll save that for last. But, okay, so as you can see, if I show you here, quite a few more than the one item I was initially planning on getting. But anyway, so getting into it, we have HomeGoods, and there I got this adorable little blanket. It's got little ghosts on it, and they have masks on and party hats, and what else? They're eating lollipops. Anyway, it's a whole festive scene going on here. Little dead man's party. And I really like this. Last year for Halloween, I got my daughter this little ghost garland, which I think was from, that was from Marshall's. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, thought it would go really cute with this. So I'm going to have a little ghosty set up in her room. So that's the first item. And then the second one is actually also another blanket. Now, typically I work with a very limited color palette for my things. My daughter has a ton of colors in her room, you know. But for my things, I typically like red and burgundy, black, white. But this, for some reason, really just kind of spoke to me. I don't know why. But it's got these cute little cauldrons on it. And, like, I'm not typically into witches. It's not usually my Halloween motif of choice, but I do like cauldrons. Anyway, cauldrons, bats, little potion bottles, which I love. I collect little potion bottles and, you know, antique medicine bottles and things like that. So that got me. Also, there's a little, where's on here? Skull and crossbones, spider webs, basically a whole little spooky scene going on here, and I love it. And I also really like that shade of green. I don't know if it's picking up well on camera, but it's like a very pastel-y, minty green. I think it looks like a nice contrast with the gray and the black and white on there. Anyway, so 2 throw blankets, because apparently you can never have enough throw blankets, and I do. I have a lot of them. But there we go. That's 2. Then, also from HomeGoods is this. I mentioned in an earlier video that last year was kind of like the year of the spider web for me. Got very into spiderweb pattern motif everything, basically. And then this one I had not seen before. I didn't see it last year, so I'm assuming it's new, because I thought I had run the gamut on it. But it's this little, I don't know, this little pedestal mini cake dish serving tray. I'm not sure, but if you can see that, it's really reflective with the light there. But it's so pretty. It's like a blackened silver, but it has like enamel on top, so this is all smooth. I don't really know how to describe it, but underneath there's the texture to it. If you can see, it's like a more matte underneath, and they like glazed on the top of it, so it looks, I don't know, it looks embossed. If you look at it from the front almost, it's very cool. Very nice quality. I don't know what I'm going to do with this either. I don't know if I'm going to use it for food, or if I mean, you could even use it like in a bathroom as like a soap dish, or I don't know. Anyway, I really loved it. Had to have it, so it came home. And that was really affordable. It was only $7.99. And then the blankets, what were the blankets? I think they were, hang on a second. The blankets were, I have no idea, $16.99 and $14.99. So, respectively. Okay, so that, I believe that's all from HomeGoods this time. But then we went over to Gabriel's. And I hadn't been into Gabriel's in a million years, but it was huge. And I don't know if you've ever been to Gabriel's, but back in the day, they were more like, kind of, they got like a regular or like damaged items, but it's changed a lot since then. But so sometimes they'll have entire racks from like a specific designer. Like they used to get Express stuff all the time. And they'll have like, you know, for whatever reason, like an entire line of designer stuff there for, you know, extremely affordable prices. I have a hair stuck in my face, excuse me. Anyway, so this Gabriel's wasn't laid out like in any particular order, but everything was clearance basically. So it was kind of more like a thrift store, Goodwill type experience. You really had to go digging through to try to find what you wanted. And I didn't really have a ton of time to devote to digging in there today, but I did a quick run through and there were a few things that jumped out at me. The first one, this is not Halloween specific, but it is a clothing item, which I was very excited about. That I'll have to try on in a different outfit video in the future, but it's just this velvet blazer, and I'm a sucker for anything velvet. Crushed velvet, whatever, velour, the whole shebang. I love it. Anyway, that was very pretty. That was $16.99, but again, that wasn't not part of the Halloween haul, just more of an aside. But these clothing items I got for my daughter. And if you can see how cute these are, look at them. Aren't those precious? There's witch hats and little haunted houses, headstones. What else is on there? Spiders, bats, whole little motif, Halloween motif there. These are little leggings, obviously, and they were $2.99. The inside's like fleecy, very comfy. I think she's going to be excited about that. So, Halloween leggings, and then also for her, if I could unfurl it here, it was this little lilac Halloween pajama set, little button down. There's little ghosts, pink bats, Halloween candies, jack-o'-lanterns, lots of booze on there, spider webs. Anyway, really, really cute little top and bottom set. That was $7.99. So, felt like she needed to have that. She loves Halloween. I didn't actually inflict that on her. she came that way too. But she loves Halloween, and she likes like the creepy, cute, more pastel-y sort of Halloween. So I thought that with that color scheme, she had to have it. So anyway, there's that. So that was Marshall's and Gabriel's down. No, sorry. HomeGoods and Gabriel's down. Now we're moving on to Marshall's. Okay. Oh, one more thing. This was also from Gabriel's. Sorry, forgot that. It's just one of those reusable shopping bags. But again, it has that same creepy, cute pastel Halloween on there with, you know, little heart jack-o'-lanterns and teal blue skulls, and, you know, you can see little orange witch brooms. Anyway, I thought that was very cute too. And, you know, every time we go somewhere, I always end up taking like a bunch of toys for her with us. And so I thought that'd be cute to throw like her necessities in at this point. So that's what that's for. So that was Gabriel's. Sorry about that. And now here we go. Moving on to Marshall's. For our last stop of the evening, we have this giant, look at him, gigantic spider pillow. He is so soft. And look at his beautiful little sequin eyes. Isn't he cute? And he's not like a lot of the spider pillows. I feel like they have like the wired legs, or they're, you know, something that makes them posable, but they're hard and not very cuddleable. He's so squishy and soft, and I love him. Anyway, so he was from Marshall's, like I said. He was $19.99. He's huge. I mean, just for like reference, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, that's my hand. So he's a big boy. So I love naming everything. If anybody has a name suggestion for the spider, let me know down below. Okay. So that's the spider boy, and then I don't know what it is about this particular item, but I was going for that item that I passed up the other day, and I looked down on the shelf. He was not there before, and every time I see him, he makes me laugh. But anyway, something about him is just so cute to me. He was like staring up at me from the shelf, and I felt like I needed to have him. I mean, look at that face. Is that like the most adorable little ridiculous face you've ever seen in your entire life? So I don't know what it is about him, but he's a little pumpkin bat, and I think he's like the cutest thing I have ever purchased in my entire life. So he also needs a name. So suggestions, please keep them coming. Spider pillow and little bat boy here. I need names. need names for them, please and thank you. Anyway, he was $14.99, and I don't know where I'm going to put him yet either, so I have some organizing to do, but I felt like he was, again, the most precious, little sweetest face thing that I've ever come across. Look at him! Look at him! Anyway, okay, set him over here for now. All right, and the last thing I have for today's haul is the thing that I actually went with the intention of getting in the first place. So, you may have heard me mention in one of the previous videos that I did, but as far as like, I'm a vampire girl, right? If I had to pick a monster, I love vampires. But in terms of like the old classic monster movies like Universal horror, I love Frankenstein. All the Frankenstein's movies, Frankenstein's monster, I adore him. So, I saw these guys, and I needed to have them. Look how sweet, if that would focus. Camera, can you do it? No? Okay, there we go. We've got Frankenstein here, Frankenstein's monster, and the bride. And they're this just like a beautiful sculpt, although the paint job on them is a little off, but I thought the sculpt was very cool. So I think that I might repaint them and turn them into something else, like use this sculpt as part of a different project in the future. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but they'll be in a video coming up, at least for me repainting them and letting you know like where I decided to decorate with them. But anyway, this was what I went to get. I ended up with all that other stuff too, but they were my initial intentions. So I went shopping last night for just a minute to do like a quick run through and see if they put out any new Halloween stuff that I hadn't seen yet. I didn't have a lot of time to look though. Saw them there, talked myself out of it, thought that I would wait on it for like a day or two because they had a lot of them. They had like 5 or 6 of them on the shelf, so I thought I could maybe sit on it for like 24 hours. And then all last night, couldn't stop kicking myself for passing them up. So today I went back to get them, and I'm really happy that I did. They were $14.99 if I didn't say already, but I think they're really just a really nice classic sculpt, and you know, it's just I don't know, something about them that I like a lot. But again, the paint job I think is probably not, it's not the best. I mean, there's a lot of like missed areas or like where the sculpt is, you can tell that they just kind of painted over it. I don't know if you can tell really, like her fingers for one, her fingers are green, like blending onto his hand there. But anyway, easily fixable, so I'll make a video about that like I said in the future. But that was my little haul when I only went to get one thing. So this is what I have for today, but I'm sure, even though I tell myself every time, I'm like, okay, that's it, I'm done for the season now, which it's only July. I don't even know who I'm kidding. I know there's gonna be much more, but I'll let you know where I end up setting all these things up, or maybe we'll do some like decorating videos in the future where you can see, you know, how I'm using these things, or like I said, if I make different projects out of them or whatnot. So that's what I have today. But if you guys have seen anything out that you've been loving or that you're looking for, anything that you think that I need to check out, please let me know. I'm always on the hunt too. So anyway, that's all I have for today, but I'll see you in the next one. All right, happy Halloween hunting. Bye.